Hi everyone. I'm back. I have my little puppy. He's so cute. Um, he's so good. I can't believe it. He's already potty trained. The first day I brought him home, I can't believe it. He's so calm and wow, what a great puppy. Anyway, I'll show him at the end of my video. Um, I sent you guys a message to let you know that I was going to make that wreath, with the puppy, and I gave that to my breeder. She was very, very happy with it. But the thing is with that, I'm not really a ruffle person, like it's just, I make flowers. So the only time that I will use a ruffle is when I make something special like that. If you look on my Instagram page, I have a Santa wreath that I made in April and a hat. So um, that makes the diff. That's when I will use a ruffle. But I like my flowers. I really love to make my flowers. Um, so what I've decided to show you how to make that water lily, but a little bit nicer. I think as I go along, I get better and better. So I did have a question from a lady that asked me how long I've been doing this for. And I did answer her. I'm very truthful, okay? Um, Now, I have been an artist my whole life. I can remember using charcoal or, charcoal Conte when I was little, like once young. And I'd make these faces. I really, really would detail the face. So my father used to say, "Oh my God, your art is unbelievable." So, from there I went like macrame and paint. And so I've always had this creative nature about myself. So my last art was I did which is something similar. Again, flowers. Okay, I used to do leather work, but carving leather. Okay, I would make the purse and everything, but my favorite part of it was carving a design in the leather. And I came up with, well, actually, I seen somebody who made a leather rose. So I used to make these leather roses. Okay, and look, I mean, it doesn't. You would never know that this is leather, folks, but it is. Okay, there it is. And that's what I used to do. And I think they're really pretty. I don't make these anymore. So then last November, because this leather work is it's hard work. You got to hammer and you got to hammer that down. There's a lot of work and it needs, muscle. And I'm getting older and I just can't do it anymore. So last August, I watched a video, and I had a reading. I had a wreath form hanging about, and so I went and I watched a video, and I made kind of like a rag wreath. It was just cotton. I got some cotton from Walmart, and it was like two colors for, people who make blankets and stuff. They make different colors in it. So anyway, I bought this two-colored fabric, and I watched Julie's Reese Boutique, and I, found the petal that she makes all the time, like this one here, right? Um, a petal like this, and I just went with it. I just went with it, and I made my rag wreath, and the rest is history. So really and truly, I've only been doing this since last August. This hasn't even been a year, okay? So that's the story on that. All right. So that's it, folks. But you know what? When you have a creative nature about yourself, you can do just about anything. I do photography as well. So, it's funny, I can't figure out my phone, right? Technically challenged on the phone, but give me a camera. Same thing with accounting. Don't give it to me in my head, but give me a calculator and I'll get it to you right to the penny, right? So we're gonna do this water lily. Um, so what I do in the water lily is I fuse the petals together and then I make, and I think I did that on the wood burning the other day. So here's a petal that I just made, okay? And I used poly burlap in the back, and deco mesh in the front. So I was looking at a water lily a while ago, and there was different pinks, right? So I thought that this could be like maybe my middle or maybe the outside. It looks like it's white, more white on the first petals, and then it gets pinker as you get in the middle. So I'm going to use these petals somewhere in that wreath. I've made 6, okay? And now I'm going to fuse this one here. And I've got a pink underneath it, a light pink, okay? Remember I was saying, like, you know, that white underneath the water lily? Well, that's what I'm aiming for here. So I'm going to fuse these two together to make sure that, you know, we're all going the same way with that. So I'm using 2 different materials here. I'm using poly burlap and deco mesh. So this here is the poly burlap's at the back, okay? And the deco mesh is in the middle. Now this next petal is 2 poly burlaps. So I'm just going to fuse this together. Hold on a second. And I am going to wear my mask today because, you know, things are just not flowing. All right. So we're going to do that. All right. So I'm going to fuse these 2 petals together. And again, you know, I try to put them together so that they're both even with the same mesh at the same, okay? So now I've created, oh no. This is so dangerous, I swear. I really, I got to figure out a way to nail this down. Again, she went down. Oh, okay. Hold on, folks. This is not good. Everything's wrapped up in there. We're not safe. So I should be safe before I even start. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Oh, gosh. I'm just so excited about this puppy. Okay, so we continue. So now I'm going to create a petal. Okay. These are 10-inch. It's a 10-inch roll. So I want a perfect square on this. So I'm going to go for 10 inches. So here we go. So I'm going to try and go a little slower so that, you know, I get a good fuse. But this wood burner, I'll tell you what, this thing is like, wow. I was watching Julie's wreath boutique the other night. She's got the same one. So now I take my piece and I just turn it over so that I'm lined up on my little line here, okay, from corner to corner, all right? So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to put away here and put away here so make sure it stays. And I'm going to put my ruler down. But, you know, I can see my line here. So I'm just going to follow the line and go from corner to corner, okay? So away we go. One corner, and I'm going to follow my lines right through my craft mat. I can see that. All right, we're good. Did we fuse? Not quite. So we'll just come back and do it again. Look at all that fumes, folks. Look at that. You see that? That's awful. You could be putting that in your lungs. Not good. Okay, we got a fuse. Good job. Now I can put that down. I'm going to put that away. Okay, so you guys got that because I make this stuff like, you know, really short. I don't go through the whole wreath. You know, we just go progressively. So here's where, this is how we make our petals, okay? So now I've created this fusion with this, okay? So I'm fused here and I'm fused here. So what we do here is we just do a regular petal, you know, like the daisy petal, I think it is. I just fold this in the bottom and then hang on to it and then, you know, scrunch it up and then put it underneath. And then we take this and we zip tie that up. Okay, so I don't commit right away, okay? I just kind of play with the petal because I really want it to look really, really pretty. So there we go. I try not to tie it off too tight, okay? Enough to make it come up, right? That's what I want from here. Okay, but look how pretty that is. Nice light pink, white on the back. So this will be my bottom petal, and then we're going to go on top of that like this. So if I were to take my wreath frame here, okay, we gotta let go. Why is it that every time I do a video, I'm struggling? I prepare myself every time. Here's what happened. My leather flower went into the wrong place. There we go. There's my trouble. So what I'll do with this is I will take, I'm going to take that zip tie, I can take that off, okay? And my head's there, but the thing is I got this facing the other way. So because I'm flipping the petal, okay? So I'm going to take another zip tie and come in the back here. And I'm going to stick that on my wreath form. So I want the lighter one on the bottom. Because when I looked at the water lily, that's exactly what it was. The white, it was white on the bottom, and it gradually goes pink in the middle. So here we go. So I'm just going to do this real quick because I think my little puppy has to go outside. He's sleeping, but you know. Yeah, he's good. Oh my God. In La La Land. Okay, so, oof, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do the same thing. I gotta put that here for now. And then, you know, I'm going to scratch that up. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. He's got to go to the bathroom. He's sleeping, but you know, he's just letting out some little hints here. Oh my gosh. I'm in another world. I really am. You know, it's like, almost like I had this little baby and he's now my new little baby. It's unbelievable. Oh my God. Anyway. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. You know, folks, I've had nothing, and you know, then you know you work hard for your stuff, and then you know you appreciate what you have. So you know, we all start, you know, being kind of silly, you know, when we're teenagers and stuff like that. But, you know, in the end, I say that, you know, we have to make life for ourselves, right? Positivity is just the key here. I mean, look how many accidents I've had. I'm not letting that bother me. That's not what rules my life, okay? So here we got two nice, beautiful petals. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? So what I want from this is, I don't want to really squeeze them together too much, but I do want to hide that fusion that I did here. So like my next petal, I'll be doing it like, I'll probably put it like on bar, either on bar 3 and 4, because I've used bar 1 and 2 here. So I'll probably put it on bar 3 and 4. You know, I'll look at it, and if it's not, then I'm going to put a mesh in the middle and maybe bring it down a little bit. But at the end of the day, these petals all have to face up, okay? They're all going to be up, 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 okay? And then we make this middle. So I guess in reality, if we were to squeeze them up a little bit, you see how it's forming? And then the next one, and it'll all go around like that. So this is what we're going to do, folks. I'm not going to keep this video very long. I just wanted to get it started, and I want to show you one more thing. I just made another sunflower, okay? This sunflower today, this year, boy, wow. It's just, well, this year. I mean, this is my first year, so yeah, like, I'm bombarding the sunflowers, and I don't mind. I love to make them. I love to make them, and most of them are all different. I try and make them all a little different. So this is my next one. I use fabric mesh on this. Oh, I'm in love, okay? I'm just in love. Check this out. I put, this is fabric mesh. Oh, is this ever nice to work with? And then I had one of those flowers and I stuck that in there. Is that ever cool, right? So I thought we would finish it by putting some leaves on it. So I just kind of stuck that in there just to show you guys what this looks like. Isn't that striking? So my leaves are next. And I just wanted to show you how to make these, okay? And this is a fabric mesh as well, and they call that the green check, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to make that. So let's put this back. And here we go. So this stuff is like, what I find is that it's very catchy, okay? There's little edges, and in there is a deco mesh, and then there's fabric. So it is very catchy. You know, it catches on to everything. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say that. I meant it catches on to everything. Oh my God. So, I'm sorry. I didn't say that. Okay, so edge on the top again, right? And we're gonna go a triangle. And this is a 1.5, folks. And again, I can get caught up with that. So 1.5 inches. Make sure you cut your petal at 1.5 inches. So I make this perfect triangle, okay? It's not perfect yet. And this stuff does fray. But I'll tell you what, when it does fray, you can cut off those ends and it's unseen, okay? I try and make my tips, got tips, and then I take it from the end here and I just crunch up. Okay, let's crunch it up. I leave it down and I hold it and I just pull all that together. And I'm really pulling on this, okay? Because I want it to be even. I want my two tips to be even. And I don't want this to flip up this way. So I'm trying to keep all this down, okay? So that when I put my zip tie in, my edge is actually going down in there, okay? I'm trying to keep that together. And I want my edge in there on the bottom. Same on this side. So from here, I just pinch it, hold on to it, stick a zip tie in it. Okay, there we go. Now, if you'll notice, I have a couple frays here. It's the only thing I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull right at the end. Because this is a nice mesh, right? You don't even see it. You see? It's gone. So now I have this beautiful petal. Okay, I'm gonna make one more for you. So again, my 10 inch, okay? And you notice how I'm just like using my fingers to open this up because it's catchy. Very, very catchy. So, edges on the top. Bring my corner to the bottom. And then make a triangle. I hate ruffles. Oh my gosh. You know what I did? I ended up, you know when we were talking about ironing those petals? Well, I ironed a couple so that I'd have a fuse. And then I rolled it up and oh gosh, I was like just beyond myself. Somebody tell me, like, is there a way to stop the fraying on ruffles? I'm not really a ruffle person. I like creating like beautiful stuff like this. Ruffles are cool, but I also don't use a lot of ribbon, right? I make flowers, so I don't know. There's a lot of beautiful wreaths out there though, with ribbons and, geez, some people are so talented. So again, I've got, an even, two sides. I want to make sure that that's even in there. Because, that's what's going to reflect on your wreath. You're going to see it. If it's not even, you'll see it. So again, I got to fray. So I'm going to pull that right up there. Because of this mesh, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's such beautiful stuff. So Zip that up. I haven't had any questions from you guys. What are you doing? Like, are you guys wreathing? You know, are you taking my advice here? What are you doing? I would like to know. Suddenly everything went quiet. I don't understand. I did my fusion, everything went crazy, and now everything's quiet. So tell me what you're doing, you guys. I want to know. Okay, so I've made a few petals here, and you know, I tie them off, and then I cut the ends off so that, you know, it's not going to be in my way. And then I make sure that when I put these on to my wreath, that I'm going, like, the edges are all my edges are all going to go the same way, okay? So I'll take my wreath down here. I got it down already. So isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I love this. So I turn it upside down. Now, what I do is I take my petal and I make sure, like, again, my nice little edges right there. And I'm using my bars as my my guide, okay? Now, I'm going to push my petals down, and I'm going to go in between bar 1 and 2, and I'm going to bring that in, and I use my little head of my zip tie to keep that there, okay? I'm not going to tie this off right away. I want to make sure that this is what I want. So I'm going to go to the next bar. You see how catchy this is? It's catchy everything. Even this fabric mesh, I mean, it's the same. But boy, does that ever make a nice sunflower. So when I look here, I went on this side of the bar on the outside side. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I have an even going around, right? Like I want everything to look copacetic. Oh, there we go. Nice and even. I'm going to try just putting 5. There's 5 bars on this. And I'm just going to try and put 5 petals. I'll try that first. And then, you know, if I decide that I want something else, if I want more, then I'll put more. But right now, I'm just going to put 5. So, let's see. Let's get in there. Sometimes it's not so easy. I have my zip tie ready for it. Okay, come on now. I don't want to make this video 40 minutes. Is, you know, people, I don't know that they like that. Oh my yay. Okay, we're all good. Like I said, I don't want to commit to this. I'm not going to zip tie that yet. Okay. So now I'm going to turn around and, you know, yeah, that looks pretty good, right? I kind of like that. That's pretty good. I'll probably end up putting another one in between. I think that's what I'm going to do. So just to show you, I'm going to pull this one out and I'll put it over here. I'm trying not to play around too much with this petal because I don't want it to fray any more than it has to. Because this green does fray a little bit. It's, you know, it behaves better than Deco Mesh, I'll tell you that. Just plain old Deco Mesh, it behaves way better. Okay, so now I'm going to just kind of open these petals up and take a look at what I'm doing here. How's that look? Oh, that's much better, right? I think that's better. That's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to end up putting these petals like that. I might try the other one, you know, that other green, the Deco Mesh green that I have. I might try that. So that's, I want to show you that, you know, for that sunflower, what I was doing. And then when I come back, we're gonna continue with this and make a nice little water lily. I think it's better than the Ruffles. I do, because I'm all about petals. Okay, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to show you my little puppy now. Because, you know, come here, George. Come here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Oh, he's just a little freak. He's so cute. here's George. Okay, he's my new little work buddy, and he just loves his mama. So I wish all you guys a wonderful day, and I look forward to making this wreath with you guys, and God bless.